Now, who is our friend?
Well, you're probably wondering why I'm
holding.
holding a book up here, right? I'm holding a book up because we have the author on, Garner.
Hey. Live in person, Garner Scott
Odell.
Woo!
I've actually promised Garner to start reading this book. It's in my stack. It's in my stack to
Now,
read.
when I think of emerald, I think of something to do with the Wizard of Oz, but it's not because it's got a big sword.
It's about emeralds.
It's about the actual, like,
A
gems.
98.98 carat emerald.
Wow.
Those people watching at home, we have green screen, and since the book is emerald, which is green, we're probably losing
Oh
a
my
little
God,
of the title.
it's floating. Emerald is floating in the air.
Oh!
Okay, so before we talk about your book, tell us about yourself. Like, what did you do before this book? What have you been doing all your life?
All sorts of stuff.
You're a jack of all trades kind of dude.
I'm a retired Presbyterian minister.
No way.
I worked on cruise ships for about 20 years, traveling around the world.
As a minister or as
as Protestant
I'll be
chaplain.
done.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
You're right,
Tough
because
duty, it's tough duty, but somebody has to take that
That's
job, right?
And
I haven't taken
these
a
were
cruise
short
in a long
cruises
time,
that are
but
3.5 months long around the world.
Each one is
short
3.5 months?
cruises.
Oh my God. Did they make you
That's
dance?
No, but I did.
Yeah, a friend of mine was a comedian, and he got a job on a ship, but he said they required him to dance with the ladies.
No.
Well, very cool.
They had their own escorts on the ship for dancing.
I'll be done.
Escorts, very interesting.
And so this
So
is a new
tell-
profession.
Okay.
This is the second book, the first of the series. It's called the Gemstone Thriller series.
Very cool.
And that's the first.
Series are very cool right now.
Yeah.
Trilogies and series. Think
Yeah.
about Hunger Games and things like that. So that's really cool.
And this came out about the first of the year,
Okay.
and I've got a new one.
Diamond.
This is the new one called Diamond, and it
In
will
the
be out in
Gemstone
about a
series?
month. It's the second book in the Gemstone series.
Now, I know there's a Hebrew symbol on both books.
I
What's
saw
the
that,
significance
too.
of that? Or can you tell us? You don't want to spoil the book, right?
Well, that's all right. I have
both of them,
I have
you're
a
right.
psychopathic killer who's after the emerald because he thinks it was once part of his family heritage back in Bavaria.
In Bavaria, okay.
And so he's after it. And I have two Mossad agents who are after him, traveling all around the world, mainly in Europe.
Mossad is
After him.
Israeli
They're
intelligence service.
Israeli Mossad agents, a man and a woman.
Now, are there the same characters in both books? Or is it-
Yes.
So you could
the
follow them
Same
and-
characters in this one.
Very cool.
And this is about diamonds, finding diamonds in the northern territories of Canada and in
Ooh.
Montana.
What's your deal with the diamonds and the emeralds and things like that? Like what interests you towards that? That's pretty
On
cool.
one cruise, there was a man who came aboard the ship to lecture.
Yeah.
He was a Harvard lecturer, and he was lecturing on. He came aboard the ship with $500,000 worth of stones in his
That's
pocket.
cool.
In his pocket.
Just
Can you
carrying them in his
imagine?
pocket.
There's intrigue right there.
Yeah.
And he
Yes.
was telling all sorts of stories and things about
The
people who
gems
had
and-
gems and
yeah.
this. And I got fascinated.
Now, to research these books, did you travel? Do you go to Montana and Canada and
Yes.
the Middle East?
Yes. So Diamond is out. It will be out this month.
Okay.
December,
Before Christmas?
December. Yeah, before Christmas. And the new one is Ruby. And that's
working on
about
that one now?
rubies in Myanmar, formerly Burma.
Burma,
And we've been to Burma several times.
right near Thailand.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of the research is online, but a lot of it going to the places.
Now, are you
Talking
writing the
to the
book
people.
after being inspired by visiting a place, or do you say, well, I got to write, I better go visit Burma?
No, the
Because you
first
probably traveled a lot. Being on
the
those
first book
cruises.
I wrote was a historical novel centered in England and Wales with a relative of mine who was born in the year 1400.
Wow.
A little bit older than I am. And I did go there just to research that book. But these, I've been to the places, so I remember a lot of the things about the cities and that sort of thing. But there's a lot of other research too.
Who do these books appeal to? All ages? Would you say older, teens even, or what do you think?
Yeah, but the mystery genre, the mystery thriller genre is really, I was going to say people our age.
Yeah.
Well, then that's a wide range.
Wide range. 40 to 80
Yeah, that's
here
what
at
I
the
was
table.
thinking.
And
That's so
about-
On the
cool.
40.
About
I hope I'm
70%,
like you when I'm 80, by the
about
way. You're
70%
sharp.
female, and
70% female.
so
Okay,
so
that's
a lot of people like them because of the intrigue.
Now, the historical novel, do the Tudors play into that? Is that not the era? The
Yeah, the War of the Roses.
War of the Roses, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He was a warrior knight. He was 6'7", which was huge in those days, and
Still in these days.
and he
I'm
became
only 4'10".
became 74 years old. Which
That was the Yorks and
yeah, and the
who was-
Tudors,
the Tudors-
the Lancasters.
Lancasters and the Yorks.
But I say, some people say, well, how did he live so long when he was a warrior knight? And I said, well, if you saw a 6'7" knight on a huge Belgian war horse
In that day,
with
the
90 pounds of
1400s, yeah.
armor on him, you got the hell out of the way.
I would too, just by his looks, right?
Yeah.
Everyone
Well, he had to
just
be a
kinda backed
giant
off.
for the day.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know whether any of you watch on TV the program Dr. Whatchamacallit.
Doctor Who?
No. he's-
Dr.
Dr.
Kildare.
Oz. Dr. Oz, House.
No, well, anyway. But
Grey's Anatomy.
It takes place in England, and
Yeah.
and the houses all have low ceilings.
They do.
And
You're
doorways,
right.
and they
They're
have
like
to duck all the
bungalows.
time.
Yep.
So anyway,
Okay,
so I
where-
love the research.
So where
Where
can
do
I
we-
get all your books?
Yeah, where
do
can we
they
get them?
Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com.
Even if we go to the big Barnes and Noble right here in Fresno, would they have them?
I don't know whether they have them or not.
Okay,
You
but
get 'em
online for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
good to
don't,
know.
these last couple of years, Christmas time, I bought every single thing online.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I did? Online is great, and Amazon is great.
I have
That's
Amazon
already-
Prime.
And they're,
So I
they're
get free
cheaper.
shipping.
They're
Yeah, they're
cheaper on
cheaper.
Amazon.
Yeah.
They are. Interesting. Okay, so Amazon.com is.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
so
want to
get-
put out the word is a lot of times I can't because I'm broke this year, but a lot of times when a friend of mine buys a book, I buy a case of them, 24 books, whatever, 30 books, whatever's in a case, and I give them to everybody for Christmas. So if you know Garner, Scott, Odell, buy a case of them, darn it, give them
Get
out for
Emerald,
Christmas
get
time.
Diamond, get Ruby.
Ruby.
Get
There
Ruby
you
out.
go.
I'm
Well,
gonna
thank
get the
you.
historical one.
What was
Okay.
that?
I'm gonna get the historical one. What's the name of that one?
Sir David, The Life and Loves of a Welsh Knight.
And we're descended from him or
Yes,
related to him
yeah,
somehow.
related to him.
And is it a historical book or is it a novel?
Historical novel.
Well,
Maybe
the
like
whole
a-
English thing is very hot right now, so maybe you can make your own television series or movies out
Yeah,
of
I
these.
like that.
Seriously, you never know. Downtown Abbey
Oh,
and
I'd
all those
love it.
guys.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
love it.
thinking. Emerald, I could see it in the lights right now. Emerald, Diamond, Ruby, Sir David.
That emerald, you could hold it in your hand. It's an uncut stone, looks quite like that.
And I love the
Beautiful.
color. It's beautiful. All right, so Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, get your books.
Yep.
Just type in Garner, Scott, Odell. You probably see all of his books.
Great Christmas
And
present.
you know what we're going to find out after the break?
Terry Campbell's going to talk
Yeah, we're
to
going to find out
us.
about Karma Cat, Floral, and Gift.
I
roll.
love florals
So don't
and I love
stick
gifts.
around. We'll be back right after this.
It's the holiday season.